Greetings, minion survivalists and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade Dagger playing 7 Days to Die, Alpha 12.3. This is episode 43, and I want to start off by saying that I can't remember what the in-game day was when I last did a video, but between then and now, I've done a lot of off-camera play. And basically, it was to gather up resources, kind of do all the tedious things that when you play this game, you kind of have to do over and over and over. And I've kind of rehashed a lot of stuff over and over and over with the regular game grind in this season's group of episodes. So yeah, I did a lot of off-camera resource gathering, and things turned out pretty good. As you can see, I got a better fire axe, and I just got this in this game day, so that was kind of nice. I got my shotgun and my sniper rifle, steel pickaxe, and I got a blue 487 great iron shovel. And so I've decided that in order to get my future base built, I'm going to need plenty of resources. And as you may have seen in a previous episode, I have found this one cave in a network of at least 4 caves. And this is the first one I've kind of occupied, and I've cleaned out all the stalactites and stalagmites up in the ceilings. Put a little lighting in so I could find my way. And then we had the Great Chamber, which I have done some work in. So let me show you what I got so far. First of all, I put down a storage chest. I've gathered some of this off of bodies and stuff like this in the local area, and I didn't want it in my inventory. So it's just a temporary storage spot. And I built a forge, took some scrap, made some iron ingots. That I had to make a new hammer because I left my other one at my base. And since it's a bit of a walk, I figured, oh, what the hell, I got the materials, let's make one. So about this area, the first thing I did, and I could have done this on camera, but it was easier for me to do it off camera because of the frame rates being so stuttery. And so I ask that you bear with me. But yeah, basically I just cleared all the stalactites and stalagmites out of the area, at least on this open flat floor area. Put down a plane of wood frames, and then basically I put a post, 4, and then a post, 4, and then a post. And the premise for this is, one, we have a nice level floor so we can kind of get our bearings a little bit, because sometimes it could be a little disorienting looking up and around and all that. So we have a flat plane so we can tell what's level. Having these posts separated by a gap of 4, it's going to be sort of like a grid work, like the inside of a skyscraper. And we're going to put a floor and then another stack of 3 so we can walk around. Then a floor, 3, then a floor, 3, then a floor. And we'll just keep building up like that till we reach the ceiling. And as we find materials in the wall, we will expand out horizontally. And again, maintaining the grid structure here, because hopefully this will help prevent cave-ins, and if there is a cave-in, it will minimize the overall damage that it causes to the rest of the place. Because you got to remember, in Alpha 12, when something falls, say from the ceiling or whatever, it just doesn't fall and then hit the bottom and then disappear. It creates debris, a pile of debris on the ground. So having these floors like this will catch it, but also it gives us a stable platform for which to work on to reach the those hard spots like right up there in the ceiling, as you can see there. Oh, and I don't know if this was shown in the last episode or the episode before that, but I got a flashlight now on my sniper rifle. So if I turn that off, that's everything is off. Flashlight on and mining helmet at the same time. That turns off the gun flashlight. That turns off the mining light. Turn it on again, and both of them come on. So there's that. But yeah, I've done a little bit of clearing out of the area to flatten it out, and I plan on going wall to wall here. So I have to carve up into this rock, get the rest of those stalagmites there, and then build up. I went out and I harvested over 300 logs from trees, and turned a bunch of them into wood, and then turned a bunch of them into wood frames. So you can see I've kind of gone through a bit there. Got some resources, yeah. So I've been fairly busy, just trying to get all the tedious stuff done. I mean, I've done loot runs, I've done resource runs, supply drops. I've been just managing all the stuff that really I didn't feel was necessary to make it a whole episode of, because, as I said, I've already made several episodes about looting, a few episodes about resource gathering. We really haven't done anything about actual building, though. So I'm trying to work my way up to getting all the iron and steel that I will need in the construction of my future fortress, which I think may be of better interest to you guys. I don't know. If you want me to show you guys the loot runs, the monotony of resource gathering, and everything that I've been doing off camera, let me know in the comments, and I'll do that. I will make videos of rehashing something that we've been doing a lot of. And I kind of steered away from it because, just trying to provide better content. But at the same time, this is a Let's Play video, and it's just showing the progress as it's happening. And so on one end, I'm trying to condense quality into the videos, but at the same time, I understand that everybody is going to have these long, monotonous stretches of repeat activity of the same thing over and over again. Looting, resources, hoard, supply run, or supply crate. Looting, resources, hoard, supply run, etc., etc., etc. So I thought at least I'd condense things down a little bit. I do have plans for other things in the future, but I'm kind of wanting to get a formal fortress together to deal with the hordes, because they are starting to get more numerous and more challenging, I guess. And we really haven't explored. I mean, we've explored a lot, but not a whole hell of a lot. As you can see by all these empty areas here, we haven't really explored this town, as in, like, did loot runs. We haven't done anything here in the hub city. And this is an actual hub city. It's the 00 coordinates is in here. I mean, all we've really done was the looting of the 3 stores, and not much else. There's apartments in here and other structures we haven't went through. We haven't explored a lot of this desert out here, and really, as far as I've seen so far, there's nothing really exciting about the desert. But haven't explored out in here. Done a little bit up in here, but this is mostly for getting the supply crates when they drop. So we got a lot to do. A lot of it tends to be, I don't know, somewhat monotonous, some of it mundane or just repetitive. And I want to break away from some of that and shake things up a little bit. But in order to shake things up, like I said, to make a base, I need, a good deal of resources, and that requires a lot of the monotonous work. But if you guys want to see the monotonous work, I'll do it. Just let me know in the comments. If you want to see certain themes for episodes, whether it's making traps, which I plan on doing, how to experiment with certain aspects of the game, whether it's the physics, dealing with the zombies and their behavior, what have you. Give me some ideas, guys. Let me know what you want to see, and I will do what I can to provide good content for you guys. So, since I've been babbling on, I can hear the zombies up top stepping away and getting all griefy, I guess. But yeah. But anyways, enough with all the mouth dribblings about content and monotony, because that's starting to get monotonous. But yeah, I came down here, built all this, trying to get... Why is that not working? There we go. Nope. Trying to get this set up so that we can do some resource gathering of, mining the area and being thorough, but also kind of keeping safety precautions in, so we don't get squished, because getting squished is not fun. I'm also looking to probably putting a temporary base around here, where these 4 or 5 mines are. I know that there's a house nearby, and it's tempting. But I'm thinking maybe putting like a bunker-style building over the mouths of each of these caves, so that when we hear the footsteps marching around upstairs, we can go up there, kill them off, get back to mining, not have to fear them digging down and causing a ruckus. Sounds like a dog horde. It is day 52. Actually, the night of day 52. And if I recall my maths correctly, 52 is a number relating to 7, which means we should be seeing a horde tonight. Now, one of the problems that I've had off camera when I've done looting is I haven't really found much oil for making repair kits, and that sucks because my shotgun and my sniper rifle, my premier weapons, are kind of in a state of disrepair. So I'm going to have to do something about that. Some other things I've done, I've made a few hunting trips. They weren't like dedicated missions to hunt. It just, I was doing one thing like gathering wood, and I come across a bear or an elk or something of that nature, and so I gunned it down and turned it into food. One of the things I made was a good deal of bacon and eggs. Might as well eat some of this. Or not. But yeah, I made some food. Made some goldenrod tea, restocked up on coffee. Just kind of got the resources of my base built up a little bit. I made a little bit of ammo, but I kind of ran out of lead ingots, so I couldn't make buckshot. So, as you can see, my shotgun shells are on the low side. I was able to top off my 7.62 rounds, but yeah, as my guns get wore out, they're not going to be all that useful. I'm going to have to find something to do to remedy that. But anyways, let's see, maybe we can whack this into shape. There we go. And it's now officially nighttime. So the little buggers upstairs are running, which means I'm staying down in my hidey hole and hoping that to God that I don't have ferals wander into the tunnel here. I do have the entrance blocked off, but only with wood frames. It's not absolutely secure, which could lead to some unfortunate circumstances if I'm not careful. Now, I believe you can't really hide from the horde. You can hunker down in stealth mode, and they'll still hunt you down. They'll know where you're at. The game will kind of cheat and say, "Here he is," and so there's that. But in fact, that makes me get on my paranoid side, and I'm thinking we create a few short-term barriers. I did a little mining through here a few game weeks ago. I believe you may have just seen the episode. I just recently posted the episode that had me coming back from gathering stuff here in the mine. But yeah, it was from these walls here that I gathered it all from. Let's see how we're going to do this. See, the thing that's kind of awkward with these mines, and it comes to building on them, is, you know, your items kind of facing cardinal directions, north, south, east, west. And so the caves, though, they go on diagonals, they go vertical diagonals, horizontal diagonals. They just go crazy. Don't know which way they're all going to twist this way and that. So, you build things, and, you kind of have to build things at weird angles just to make it work, I guess. Let's see if I can get up in there. I guess not. Alright, well. Screw it. We'll just make do. Alright, so if ferals bust in here, this should give us a little bit of time to be able to kind of deal with them. I mean, all it really is buying time, whereas otherwise they would just come running in your face, and that's not exactly wanted. Alright, so I'll come down here. And these are basically just firewalls, really, to slow them down. Let's see, we might be on a more level plane here. Still at awkward angles, though. I don't want to, like, secure these down or make them permanent, because I do want to reclaim these wood frames. They're not exactly the best in terms of defense, but again, it's just a stalling measure. And let's see, can we do that one up here? Work with me, yeah. Come on. Alright, maybe not. And it's so hard seeing these sometimes. Even with the new outlines for these, which I like the outlines for these as opposed to the almost invisible ones that were in Alpha 11. Because Alpha 11, it made it really, really hard to see which way certain blocks were turned. And that led to so much confusion and mistakes. It was not even funny. The downside, though, with these more solid blocks is they tend to blend in with already solid blocks. So you just gotta take the trade-offs as you will. Let's see, are we okay? Nighthorde spawn finished. Okay. Anywho, we'll just do this, and when daylight comes, hopefully, if there is no horde, we'll just take them all down and do what we gotta do. Alright. That should hold things off for now. So what I'm thinking of doing here is, well, we got to get frames in up here, but I need a ladder spot, a spot to climb up, and I'm thinking it might be wisest, let's see, to do it out on this angle here, or this side here. This is where the entrance is to the cave, and just set it up like here or something, or even better, we'll just do it like this. Well, yeah, we'll do it like this, I guess. And then hammer these in. Alright, now we need, I think I got some sticks over here in my handy dandy trunk of magic. Okay, maybe not. Or wait, yep I do. I just don't think that's enough though. We'll see. Ladder. Yeah, I'm a bit short. That should be plenty. Ladder. I don't want a metal ladder. I want a ladder. I don't know why it won't do that right, but whatever. Alright. So we're just gonna do a down and dirty ladder. And we're gonna keep it, one block off the ground, free. So if any zombies do come down here, they're not gonna be able to climb the ladder. So we climb up. Yeah. Wow, that flashlight ain't doing squat. There we go. So, yeah, we got lead in here. We got the stalactites and stalagmites are potassium nitrate. I'm pretty certain that that up there is iron. I found very, very little coal down here underground. Most of the coal seems to be on ground level in the biomes. Oh! Yeah, I'm gonna have to start putting a floor in here, and I'll do that off camera. You guys know how to put a floor in, right? In case you don't, we'll just do this one section real quickly. So, Mr. Yogi Bear up there wants to say hello with a mouthful of teeth and sharp, sharp claws. Oh. Damn it, I'm getting all kerfluffled here. Alright. We can nail these in. And I will end the episode. So, just figured I'd explain to you guys what I've been doing, why there's a time gap between episodes. I mean, they're going to air around the same time on YouTube. Wait a minute, am I out of the wood already? Yep. Keeping this up, I'm going to have to go and chop down a bunch more trees. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, if you watch the last episode and you see this episode and you notice that a bunch of days have gone by, now you know what I'm up to and why. And I think now that Alpha 12 is pretty much established with a lot of players, we'll try to steer away from the mundane stuff unless you guys want otherwise. I'm kind of leaning towards putting gaps in because it makes it a little bit easier on recording and playing at the same time. But if you guys want something else, just let me know. Also, do you guys prefer shorter episodes, like 20 minutes? Do you guys prefer slightly longer episodes, like medium episodes, like 30 minutes to 45 minutes? Or do you guys prefer episodes that are an hour or longer? Because I'm kind of contemplating getting to shorter episodes, but it's harder to make them because sometimes just the action just keeps coming, and you know, you don't want to cut away from that. So let me know what you guys think. Should I do episodes of everything I do, or should I keep it to meaningful content? Should I do shorter episodes, or should I do longer episodes or medium episodes? So you know, let me know in the comments section below what you would like to see, and I'll definitely take your comments into heavy consideration for future showings. So anyway, I think we can call this one good. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering why there's a hole there, it's so I can get in contact with Dan the Dead Guy in the future when he respawns stuff. But anyways, if you like what you've seen in this video, please click the like button. If you didn't like what you saw, by all means, click the dislike button, but at least do me the courtesy of telling me why. If you are bored with what you've seen, click the dislike button, then the like button. They will cancel each other out. It's something to do. Tell your friends. Share my videos on whatever social networking you're into. And please subscribe so you can keep up to date with all the videos that I'm putting out. I'm doing my very best to get a minimum of 2 a day. up on YouTube, but sometimes stuff comes up, and it might be 2 episodes every day and a half. So we'll see. I'll try to get as many out as I can. So thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And see you later. Twitch.